Parallels offers a simple solution to run Windows inside a Mac computer. If you have got a new MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, Mac Mini or iMac with Apple Silicon chipsets like Apple M1 processor or M2, M3 and latest M4 processor, whether it is a new MacBook or a used Mac computer doesn't matter. But the latest Parallels desktop software brings some interesting new features, and in this episode I'll explain a little bit later about which licensing is perfect for your requirement. But if you're here for the Parallels 35% discount coupon code, then you can check that out in the description, and in the first pinned comment you can click that affiliate link and it will take you to the official Parallels website to get you the 35% off for a very limited time. You don't have to pay the full price, and for a very limited window, you can save huge while purchasing this wonderful virtualization app for Mac. For some users, after coming from the Windows to Mac computer for certain reasons, they may still have the requirement of using the Windows apps on their Mac computer. It is not possible to run it directly because the operating system is entirely different. But for accounting or trading apps and for any other development related tasks, if you need Windows computer and you don't want to go through the hassle of using terminal to execute series of commands and troubleshooting it all by yourself without proper customer support, then Parallels is definitely the answer. The amount will be worth paying for with additional 35% discount, as I mentioned in the pinned comment, only if you have the requirement of Windows and its applications. So you don't have to follow any complex steps. Simply you need to install the Parallels, and this will be like the control center, and click on the plus icon to add a new operating system. You can choose from wide range of selections if you are planning to install any Linux distributions, from the free systems option. And even if you want to run the Mac OS, within the Mac OS, you can choose that from here. If you already were using the Parallels and you want to open the virtual machine copy, simply you can click on open and locate that file, to start the operating system in a window or in a full screen. So here you can see that I can freshly download the Windows 11 latest operating system directly from the Microsoft server. It will be a trial version, of course, but if you have the license, you can definitely use it once you entered the desktop, the Windows desktop, after the setup is complete. It will take like 5 to 10 minutes depending on your internet connection to complete the download, and setup will be a breeze. Parallels will take care of everything when it comes to the setting up of Windows 11. Here you can see it guides you step-by-step instruction, and in the next window it will start to download. And here I have already downloaded and installed it. So I can control the hardware settings and everything right here from the control center. The network access, whether I should give it or not, whether it needs to be a shared network access, and the printers, if I want to connect it only for Windows computer, the Windows 11 OS that I'm going to install it within the Parallels, I can choose them here. The sound and camera hardware selection, your microphone, everything can be customized here, and the basic virtual machine options can be controlled within this first two tabs, the general and the options. You can name it. If you want to run multiple Windows operating systems in a virtual environment, you can of course name them here, and once done, simply click on the play button and it will open the Windows 11 operating system in a window mode. If I want to enter the full screen mode and run the Windows OS and Mac OS seamlessly by transferring files, drag and drop, I can do that too. So it is super easy. You can see that if I want to drag and drop the screenshot, I can simply see the plus icon here, and the file will be transferred. It is asking whether all the desktop files can be accessed from Mac OS to Windows OS by default, but if I want to copy any specific file, I can enable the permission and it'll be immediately done. So the My Computer, I've been using Windows for a long time, so immediately the Explorer window comes to my mind as a finder, and here you can access all the documents and browse them, whatever that is present on your Mac computer, the primary storage finder window. And you can of course connect USB drives, SSD drives, and everything. You can use the Windows without any issues. You can if you have the licensing code, you can use it, of course, without any issues. And the Microsoft App Store and Tally or any other accounts related applications or trading related applications will run breeze with the basic licensing version. And the latest version 20 plus supports x86 emulation controls. And if you are planning to run any x86 architecture based applications, you can now do that within this virtual environment in your Mac computer. The latest version also brings host of new features along with the AI package. So if you're planning to use it for any developer tools and AI related purposes, then Parallels can be the first preference that you need to go for when you want to run simultaneously two different operating systems. So about the versions, which one you should choose, like if this is the first time, you're not just here for the 35% Parallels desktop off the discount, and you're also confused to choose between the different versions, let me show you the quick preview of the two licensing options available. Number one is Parallels Desktop Standard Edition and the Pro Edition, which will be the confusing part for normal individual users. If you're coming from older Parallels desktop version and you have the requirement of using Windows and its apps, you can choose between either one of them, the standard edition or Pro edition, with more than 35% off. As Parallels have mentioned in their checkout page, it is 62% off for, from the $120 you need to pay only $45.49 when you're planning to upgrade. So now is the perfect time, even if you have the requirement of using Windows on your Mac computer for limited time, and you want to save huge, up to 62% during this offer period. Only this month it is valid. With the standard edition, you can save up to 59%, which both something similar to the 60% discount. And for new users, it will be 35% flat discount. Next year, if you're planning to upgrade, the same time I'm expecting similar offers could pop up. So at that time, you can upgrade again the license, the yearly subscription license with good discounts. So they do offer subscription and one-time purchase for the standard license, which don't have the discount of 35%. It comes around $219.99. And the subscription cost right now, $64.99. The Parallels Desktop Pro Edition is $77.99 with 35% off. And the Pro Edition, if you're planning to use the Windows for developer tools, AI related packages, the LLMs and machine learning related stuff, so you need to go for higher capacity of CPU, GPU and RAM allocation. In such case, the Pro Edition allows it. For normal accounting, trading apps and mild gaming and everything, the basic version is sufficient. For gamers also, if you want to play some high-end gamings, my suggestion is to consider the Pro Edition. So go for the standard edition if your requirement is just mostly software oriented, accounts and trading apps related. This will be the sufficient one. If you're planning to buy it for your business, then you can approach the Parallels support through their contact us page, explaining the requirements for your business environment. And by default, they do bring a good discount, the 35% off for the business license as well. So these are the offers and how you need to choose between each version available with the Parallels desktop for Mac latest version. And one more useful tip is, like, if you have the requirement of just using the Windows for 1 or 2 days, my suggestion is to get their free trial version. You can absolutely use it for free to install Windows and see how things work out for your needs. And in future, if you want to get the full license during the offer period, you may go for it. So this is just an added tip for you to choose between the license. And don't forget to check out the 35% Parallels desktop for Mac discount offers in the first pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. For more, don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day.